There comes a moment in every believer's life when God doesn't just ask for our trust. He asks for our everything. Genesis chapter 15 is that moment in Abraham's story. And it could be the moment in yours. God had already called him, made lavish promises, even led him into battle and victory. But now, in a quiet vision, God seals something far deeper. Do not be afraid, Abram. I am your shield, your very great reward. What words! God isn't promising Abram a thing, he's offering himself. That is the essence of covenant. That's what faith looks like when it's real. Not a mental agreement, not a hopeful wish, but the readiness to obey whatever God says, even when it makes no earthly sense. Abram was childless. His body was as good as dead. His wife, barren. And God says, "Count the stars, so shall your descendants be." Faith was not some dreamy optimism. It was trust in a God who gives life where there is none. Abram believed, and God counted it as righteousness. That faith, obedient, responsive, surrendered, was enough for God to say, "This is the one I will enter covenant with." And how was that covenant made? Through blood, through sacrifice, through death. The heifer, the goat, the ram, all laid in pieces. And then God passed through the pieces himself in the form of fire and smoke. A symbol not just of his glory, but of his judgment, his seriousness, his absolute commitment. This wasn't a contract, it was a marriage. It was union. Friend, this same God is calling you. He is not looking for performance. He's not asking for your perfection. He's looking for your heart, the heart that says, "Lord, I believe you, even when I don't understand. I'm ready to obey, even if it costs me everything." You might be in a season of delay like Abraham in Haran. You might feel like your promise is fading. But don't mistake delay for denial. God is preparing you for covenant. And covenant is cut, not with convenience, but with surrender. Maybe God hasn't shown up yet because he's waiting for you to stop leaning on your own plans, your own strength, your own understanding. He's looking for a heart that says, "You haven't given yet, Lord. And if you don't, it won't happen. But I still trust you." If God spoke to you now and asked for your obedience without explanation, would you be ready? That's Abrahamic faith. And that's the kind of faith through which the world gets blessed. If you want to walk in the fullness of God's promise, don't just wait on his word, walk in his covenant. He is your shield. And yes, your reward shall be very great. Not because you earned it, but because you believed. Amen.